This trade right here gave me a 1 to 11 risk to reward ratio, and in this video I'm going to show you guys from the very beginning, from the forecast, trade entry, trade management, and everything. And the good part about it is that this trade was shared for free on our Facebook and everywhere. All right, so make sure you watch to the very end as I show you everything step by step right here. So you can see that this was the 11 hour. However, let me show you where it all began from. You can see that I was able to actually forecast this particular trade yesterday in the morning, around 6 hours in the morning. So you can see that we had a very nice drop based rally with break of structure to the upside. You can see that this was made up by big momentum candles, and I was anticipating some photon liquidity right here, so that once the market comes here, takes out this liquidity, then potentially comes into my zone, then I was going to actually take this particular trade right here. It was a 5 pip stop loss and if 48 pips target, and you can see that this was also shared for free also on our Facebook page right here as a forecast, just like that. And then once the market came to our level, I was able to take this particular trade right here. You can see the market eventually came to this level, took out this liquidity after taking out the high and the low of the Asian session. Then the market eventually came into our area and started to actually react. And when we saw that, we executed with a 5 pips stop loss and a 52 pips target right here. You can see it's around 1433, and then you can see that later on we saw the market start to move in our direction. Actually, it moved and then it almost actually took us out right here, because after we entered from here, I entered from here. You can see, just zoom in that. So after I entered right here, the market went to the upside and then reached around this level right here, and then retraced, and you can see what saved that was a good spread right here. You can see it, we're almost taken out, and then guess what happened? The market pushed to the upside all the way there. So after that, I was able to ask the community to actually go break even, and this is what happened right here. We're able to go break even, and after that, guess what? The market continued to push in our direction, and right now we're running about 7 hour in profit right there. And then guess what? Eventually, the market came to our take profit, and that's how we exited with a 1 to 11 risk reward ratio right here. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful over trade. And you can see that, and everything was also being updated on Facebook right here, and people actually made money from this particular trade. Let me show you that some of the things right here. Let me show you some of the things. You can see that if you come to the comment section right here, you can actually see that people ate, like people were able to take this particular trade. You can see like this guy uh ran this all the way to take profit right here. Then you can see these other guys right here. Everyone was actually making money. People made money from this particular trade, and you can see that this guy caught all this move to the upside because I was able to share this. Look at this. People were chopping, right? Absolutely amazing. And I like to see this. So you can see that eventually the market ended up going all the way to our take profit. And people actually made good money from this particular trade because I was able to share it for free. You can see people ate right here. This guy ate. I can show you a lot of guys, like a lot. Look at the number of screenshots that people actually took. Look, absolutely just amazing. This trade played out pretty much exactly to what I had forecasted, and yeah, it was a good trade. It was a good trade. Look, look at that. Look at that. Those screenshots right there. Absolutely amazing. Now let me break it down from the higher time frame right here. So you can see from here, you can clearly see that we have a nice drop base rally found by big momentum candles, right? Then also we have liquidity right here. The market comes and takes out the liquidity, pushes to the upside. Let me go to the higher time frame so that I can show you why I wanted to actually buy. So you can see that the overall trend of this market has been bullish for a long time, right? So I just wanted to actually buy from there. And then now if you drop to like 1 hour time frame, what can you see from here? You can see we had this same drop base. Basically, it's still just like that. It was basically an A plus setup where you're trading in the direction of the market, and then the market just gives you that textbook setup, and that's what it was. And guess what? It was just flawless. This trade was just amazing. It speaks out to why you are supposed to consistently execute your strategy every time. Yeah, so that's what happens when you actually follow your system, guys. You have to be consistent with your strategy and just keep on executing, regardless of what happened on the previous trade. So it's all about execution. It's a game of execution, consistently executing while respecting your risk management. And this is what happens when you follow your system, right? So at the end of the day, it's all about having a long term mindset and following it every time, taking your trades that meet your criteria every time. Wins are going to come and losses are going to come, but the most important thing to actually do is to keep on taking the next trade right there. And as you can see from our Facebook page, we were running we just hit about 8.5 followers on Facebook, and I was actually offering you guys a 50% off, which is expiring today, right? So I wanted you to take advantage of this offer because you've helped us reach this far, and therefore I was showing appreciation by giving you guys a 50% off our services right there. So for signals, you only get to pay $25 instead of you paying $50. And then for our membership, you just pay 125 instead of you paying 250 US dollars right there. And then you'll be able to have access to our course and lifetime signals just for 125 right there. So make sure you take advantage of this before it actually runs out right there. All right, so I hope you actually found value from this video, and if you have, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. Until next time, goodbye.